Hey, what's going on everybody, it's your boy Shinigami X, and here, what this video is about today is me giving you a review of the new Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods movie that was released in Japan a while ago, but was released on English sub yesterday. I was informed on Facebook, via Facebook, by Charles' Anime World, and you know what, shout outs to him, for giving me the link, to watch this movie. So, shout outs to him, he's a great YouTuber, check him out, I recommend him. Anyways, let's get into the review. Alright, in my opinion, I thought that this Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods movie was one of the best Dragon Ball Z movies, quote, movies that I've ever seen. And the reason I say that is because let's start off with the story. Alright, I'm going to be warning you that there are going to be some spoilers in this review, so that if you haven't seen the film, well, movie, whatever you want to say, I advise you to, stop this video, stop watching this video, go online, go find it and watch it. Or, worst case scenario, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Nonetheless, let's get into the review. Alright, basically, the whole scenario, the whole scene of the Dragon Ball universe, the way they're describing it in this film is that there are 12 universes. What we've seen, like Goku, the main protagonist, Vegeta and everybody, and Frieza, Cell, Kid Buu, the whole lot, has all been within the 7th universe. That doesn't mean 7th in terms of strength, it just means it's just the number 7. And in this universe, the 7th universe, there are a god of creation and a god of destruction. The god of destruction, in this case, name is BillZ. BillZ is the god of destruction whose power level far exceeds that of Vegeto's, as in completely gaps in, as in it's a complete other level. To the extent where the Z fighters and anybody that uses ki energy cannot sense his power level. Kind of like being a transcendent being. Like if you compare it to Bleach, where Ichigo was on a completely different plane to the other to Aizen, or where Aizen was on a different plane to the other Soul Reaper captains. It's just like that. They cannot sense his power level. Alright. And also you have Whis, which is the god of creation. And it's also, this is another spoiler, which is also BillZ's master. Whis is BillZ's master. So Whis far exceeds BillZ. So now you can understand the power difference. So BillZ awakens from his slumber of about, it was 39 years, because that is a time period in which all the things occur in Dragon Ball Z, where Frieza blowing up planet Vegeta, all the way up until the Kid Buu saga, and now we're exceeding that. So 39 years. So BillZ has been asleep for 39 years. He takes very long slumbers, for reasons why we just don't know. But nonetheless, moving on. When he wakes up, he's informed, and because the gods oversee the entire universe, he's aware that, Frieza, who was employed by BillZ employed Frieza to destroy planets because he's the god of destruction. That's what he does. His job is to go around and destroy things from time to time, like destroy stars, galaxies. It's what he does. And Whis will create new ones in their place. That's how it works. So, BillZ employed Frieza to do his bidding for him, obviously while he's asleep. And he found out that, Frieza has been defeated by Goku. So obviously, BillZ wasn't so much angry about that. BillZ himself is a very playful and bubbly character. He seems somewhat innocent, but you can see he has that kind of, like, oh gosh, you should be scared of him kind of factor as well, because he is extremely powerful. When I'm talking power, he far exceeds Vegito. Okay, the way I can describe the power difference, from what I've researched and from what I can see in Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods, when Goku fought Frieza, and Frieza used 50% of his power, and Goku didn't stand a chance. The power difference is like that. So imagine if Vegeta was to fight BillZ, that would be the power difference. Super Saiyan 3 Goku gets knocked out, as in out cold, in 2 hits. He takes out the Z fighters with chopsticks, but I'll get into that later. Alright, so now let's carry on with the review. BillZ is very, very, very powerful. So he finds out about Goku, defeating Frieza. So he says, okay, and he once had a dream. It sounds like Martin Luther King, but he says he once had a dream that he would be challenged, like somebody would rival him in power, and it'd be someone. This person would have the title of Super Saiyan God, and a Super Saiyan God would basically be a worthy opponent for him. So he's thinking, okay, he heard that a Super Saiyan that lives on Earth defeated Frieza. So he says, okay, naturally, let me check it out. And right now he's on King Kai's planet. So he basically zaps to King Kai's planet. King Kai warns Goku about BillZ and says that Goku shouldn't fight him. But Goku being the general idiot that he is, yeah, I have to fight him. Please let me fight you. BillZ didn't come down there to destroy the planet or anything. He just wanted to test Goku's strength. So he's like, yeah, sure, come at me. He tells Goku to go into his most powerful state, and then Goku, not knowing how strong BillZ is, he's at Super Saiyan 2. He's like, oh, should I come at you like this? And he's like, no, go full power. And he's like, are you sure? You're underestimating me. He's like, nope, come. Goku charges at him. Bills blocks, throws him, slams him into the ground. Goku's very damaged from the slam because Goku can't sense his power level either. And then Goku goes to attack him numerous times. Bills is just dodging the attacks effortlessly. And then Bills gets bored, chops Goku in the neck, knocks him out. Right out of Super Saiyan 3, completely out cold. Bills then decides he's going to travel to Earth because he knows that there's more Super Saiyans on Earth. He knows these things because he's the god of destruction. He oversees the universe. So he travels to Earth, and Bulma's having her 38th birthday party. So, and then Bills comes down because, King Kai warns Vegeta that Bills is coming. Vegeta knows who Bills is because Vegeta's dad, King Vegeta, has had a confrontation with Bills before, where Bills literally was stepping on top of him, not killing him, just he made him bow down to him. So he knows how powerful Bills really is. He knows about Bills. So Bills comes down to the planet and interrupts Bulma's birthday party. Not so much interrupts, but more like joins it because he's just that kind of playful, bubbly character. He just wants to have fun. Basically, he won't destroy a planet so long as you don't piss him off. Sorry for the language, but that's just how it is. So yeah, so long as you don't get on his nerves, he won't blow up the planet. So Vegeta has dropped his pride as the Saiyan Prince to try and essentially please Bills to make sure that he's having a good time, so that he doesn't get angry and decide to blow up the planet, because Vegeta knows that there is nothing he could do if this guy was to get angry. If this guy was to get angry, even Goku can't save you. Even Gogeta Fusion can't save you. Nothing can save you. They'll be finished. So Vegeta drops his pride, by even to the extent of performing a ridiculous dance to calm down Bills when he gets angry over what Majin Buu did to, because Majin Buu wouldn't share some of his food. Because Bills loves food, and Whis is as all this time is just alongside Bills, just chilling, relaxing. It's like, yeah, whatever. I'm just going with the flow. Like, Bills is not going to cause any trouble. He's a god of creation. At this point he seems harmless. He seems like, the way it seems is like he's Bills' servant, but he's actually not. We find out later on that he's his master. But anyways, nonetheless, Majin Buu wouldn't share his food with Bills, and then Majin Buu, fat Majin Buu, begins to insult Bills. So Bills now is angry, and Majin Buu tries to charge Bills. Bills blasts him away. That's when it sparks the attention of the rest of the Z fighters. So they all rush to attack and charge Bills. Tien gets thrown out of the way. Piccolo gets jabbed with chopsticks and gets knocked out. Gohan tries to get Bills in a full Nelson, throws him over his shoulder, smacks his head with Kid Boo's, and throws him into the ocean. Then Vegeta tries to fight him. Vegeta gets knocked down, and so do the rest of the Z fighters. And then Bulma's angry because Bills has spoilt her birthday, so Bulma slaps Bills. Then Bills more or less slaps her to the ground, doesn't kill her or anything, just or knock her out, just slaps her to the ground, move, what are you doing? Vegeta gets really, really angry, and Vegeta turns Super Saiyan 2 and charges Bills. And he got a few good hits on him. He blocked Bills' attacks, he dodged Bills' attacks, he got a few good hits on Bills. He did better than Goku did in Super Saiyan 3. And that's something I'm going to come to later. So now, moving on now. Bills gets really angry now, knocks out Vegeta and decides that, okay, forget this. Unless I can see that there's no Super Saiyan God here, so I'm going to destroy the planet. Because he's angry now, that's what he does. He gets angry, he'll blow up the planet. So Goku comes back now and says wait. He begs Bills to please hold on a second, don't blow up the planet. Bills is like, why? Because there's no Super Saiyan God here, so there's no threat. So he just said maybe I can become a Super Saiyan God if you just give me a little bit of time. Please give me a little bit of time. So Bills is being reasonable. He's like, okay, fine, you have your time, do what you need to do. So Goku summons the dragon, Arc Shenron, whether on Arc Shenron the dragon, to basically tell him how to become a Super Saiyan God. There's a little bit of a conversation with Shenron, because Shenron, all he cares about is tell me what your wish is and so I can get out of here. But then Shenron lays eyes on Bills, and then the tone of Shenron, the dragon Shenron, the eternal dragon, changes drastically. So you see that even Shenron, the eternal dragon, is scared of Bills. Now that says a lot about his power. Epic foreshadowing there. So that being said, instead of granting the wish, Shenron just answers Goku's question and tells him how to become a Super Saiyan God. At first they attempt to become a Super Saiyan God with Goku himself, Vegeta, Goten, Trunks, and Gohan. 5 Saiyans in total, because the dragon Shenron said that you need 5 Saiyans in order to make one become a Super Saiyan God. And they had to be of pure-hearted and all that kind of rubbish. So, nonetheless, they tried it. It didn't work. All it did is increase Goku's power, because basically what they needed 5 Saiyans, excluding the Saiyan that they're going to make a Super Saiyan God. But they were lucky, because at this point, Videl was pregnant with Gohan's baby, which is basically Pan, but you know she's pregnant and she's a Saiyan, so the energy kind of emitted from her when it all joined hands in a circle. I'm not quite sure how that works, but you know what? It's a movie. It's not entirely canon, so just roll with it. So yeah, that's what happened. So Goku becomes a Super Saiyan God, and now they couldn't sense Goku's power level. As soon as he became Super Saiyan God, one of the first comments that was made was that Goku's power level can't be sensed. So anyways, moving on. Goku now begins to proceed to fight Bills, and this was one of the best fights I've ever seen animated in my life. Because it's like, it took traditional Dragon Ball Z, you know, epic clashing, fast-paced punches, dodges, environmental damage of like a planetary scale. Then it also, what it done, it improved it with HD graphics of this generation, and also great, smooth CGI animation. So that's what I thought was really great. The battle was epic. In the end, Goku loses. Goku doesn't even defeat Bills in Super Saiyan God mode, but he retains some of the power because Super Saiyan God mode runs out, and Goku retained some of the power that he had when he was in Super Saiyan God mode. So in his normal Super Saiyan form, which is why even when it ran out, he's still able to fight on relatively equal terms with Bills. Goku brags while he's in Super Saiyan God mode, said that he's dissatisfied and that he's only using 70% of his power, even though he's still losing. Bills kind of gets angry and says like, okay, fine, we'll amp this up, because Goku was using 80% of his power. And then after the fight has happened, and basically Goku gets knocked down to earth because Bill sends like a giant ball, uses most of his energy, sends a giant ball to finish Goku. It doesn't kill him, but basically if Goku doesn't stop it, it will destroy the planet. So Goku eventually stops it. Bills asks him, how did you do that? Goku said straight, I don't know. And then Bills said, I'm a man of my word. He comes down, I'm not going to destroy... No, sorry, they had a bet, said that basically, if you lose, I'll destroy the planet. If you win, I won't destroy the planet. Goku's like, fair dues. Goku lost, so everyone's like, oh crap, Bills is going to destroy the planet. Bills created an energy blast and literally just blew up a rock. He said like, well, I've destroyed a piece of the earth. So, and then he said to Goku that, he explained to Goku that there are 12 universes, that they're in the 7th universe. The god of destruction is me, Bills. My master and teacher is Whis. He is the god of creation. So he just basically explained to him, and Goku's like, wow, one day I hope to be as strong as you are. And that was more or less the end of the movie. The end of the movie is that Bills and Beast go back to their little pocket dimension that they're in, and basically Bills takes some food back with him, and he eats it. It's really hot and peppery, and he goes crazy, destroying all the planets that are around his little pocket dimension kind of thing. He's about to destroy their home one, and then literally Whis comes in, knocks him out, just like how he knocked out Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and said like, okay, so you can sleep for another 3 years, you can't destroy this, you can't destroy here, because Whis won't let him. And I was just like, wow. To see the power difference between Super Saiyan 3 Goku to Bills, then the power difference between Bills to Whis was incredible. It's crazy. I believe it's even beyond way that of what we see in GT, known as a Super Saiyan 4. But now let's get into the main review side of things, guys. Okay. In terms of animation, the animation was brilliant. I can't fault the animation. It was smooth, crisp, high quality. It was great. I can understand why it did so well in Japan. Now, in terms of the story, yeah, the story, in my opinion, had like little holes here and there, but that's to be expected. It's a movie. It's not like a continuation of the series. Well, technically, it's a foreshadowing of the continuation of the series, because they said that based off the success of DragonballZ Battle of the Gods in Japan, not only are they going to bring it to the United States and the rest of the world, they also possibly will introduce a new series, which is what you heard. My boy Charles, the Anime World, made a video about it the other day, and because he made a video about it, I decided that there's no point, because any of my subs who are subbed to me are generally subbed to him, so they would have seen it anyway. So all the information that I would have said, he said in his video. So nonetheless, yeah, my general review is that this was an amazing movie, guys, and I do recommend checking it out. What was so good to me about this movie is the fact that, two things. One is that how they done it. It reminded me of Bleach in a way where they said that you can't sense the power level of a god, and that ki energy doesn't work on them. You have to be a god-like status to be able to fight a god, which just makes sense. And also the whole idea you can't sense their energy levels reminds me of that whole like transcendent being thing from Bleach, which I thought was like, they kind of jocked that off Bleach, but I thought, what, roll with it, it's cool. I didn't really like the character design of Super Saiyan God Goku, because really the only difference between him and his normal form is that he's super powered up. He's not bulky or anything, he's still lean and slim, and his hair is red and his eyes are red too. When I say his eyes are red, I don't mean like full. It's just the iris is red, like the pupil and iris, that's red. Whereas, you know, like in Super Saiyan, it turns green. Just that instead that it's completely red. His hair goes like crimson red as well. Like, kind of like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So, I did like that. I thought that was really cool and really awesome. But I didn't like the character design. I was thinking like, when it said Super Saiyan God, it brought my expectations up too much. You know what I mean? If they just said Saiyan God mode, basically the look would have befitted the title better. Because when you say Super Saiyan God, it builds up people's expectations too much, because it's not a Super Saiyan God. It doesn't look like one. It looks like him in his normal form, just in like a mystic state. So this just should have said Saiyan God mode or something like that, something along those lines, or, you know, like True Saiyan or the True Super Saiyan or something like that. But nonetheless, that's just me nitpicking. All right, now, as in terms of the character development in this series, to get an understanding of how powerful Bills really is, everybody is in like their strongest form. Like Goku can go Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta can go Super Saiyan 2, Gohan is in his ultimate Gohan form. Everybody's getting wiped out and knocked out. Vegeta exceeded Goku for a little while, and then there was a little part in the movie that said that, oh, Vegeta was complaining and saying that, oh, why is Goku get to be the Super Saiyan God? And then they said that, oh, next time we promise that we'll make Vegeta the Super Saiyan God. So next time, when there's gonna be another movie, because there will be a sequel and possibly another series, that the next Super Saiyan God will be Vegeta. And here's another thing. We can evidently see from this and throughout the series of Dragon Ball Z that Goku has always been stronger than Vegeta. But Vegeta has always been the better fighter. And Bills even says that in his battle against Vegeta. It's like, oh, your battle experience is apparent. You can see that you're very good in like combat. So, Vegeta, as a Super Saiyan God, in my opinion, would exceed Goku. And just so people understand this and clarify this, because it wasn't quite made clear from the movie, that Bills is still stronger than Super Saiyan God Goku. And the reason for this is this. Goku said when he's fighting Bills, I'm using about 80% of the power that I have. And Bill stated at the end of the battle, we stated at the end of the battle to Bills that, you know, it's been a while since I've seen you use 70% of your power. Bills used 70% of his power and dominated Goku, even a Super Saiyan God, even though Goku got a few good hits. So, it just should go show you that how powerful Bills really is. And that Bills will wake up in 3 years, so they have 3 years to train. And if they don't get strong in those 3 years, or learn how to harness the power of Super Saiyan God permanently, they are in some serious trouble. Okay, now the possibility of a series, that's the end of my, I'm going to talk about that afterwards. So that's the end of my review for Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. And now, as for my predictions, as for where they're going to take this whole, like, you know, Gods theme with Dragon Ball Z, and they're saying that there's 12 universes. I can see that they have to somehow go to different universes and then battle the different gods. And Bills is one of the weakest gods. If you look at the summary of the story, it actually tells you that Bills is one of the weakest gods. He's not the weakest, but he's not one of the strongest. He's one of the weakest. So, for them to be able to battle on par with the other gods, here's what I see has to happen. Goku has to become a Super Saiyan God. Vegeta has to become a Super Saiyan God, and they need to fuse to become a Gogeta or Vegeta Super Saiyan God. Otherwise, they stand no chance and they will die. That's the bottom line. But anyways, guys, I thought the Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods movie was great, fantastic, epic, and I do recommend watching it. As you know, my computer's not really working. I'm doing this via the YouTube Capture app. So if I get the opportunity to, I'll link the movie in the description below. If I get the opportunity to. If not, it's online for you to check out. Just like literally type in a Google search and you'll find it. It's not hard. Just like dig for a couple pages, you'll get there. Anyways, guys, this is your boy Shinigami X, aka Captain X. Hope you've enjoyed my review. I'm signing out. And as always, my people, take care and peace.